You believe or not, but the water you drink today may actually billions of years old. This is because the water on earth has existed since the beginning of the time and constantly moving and changing phases. This happens through a process called water cycle. Today we are going to learn about the water cycle and how it works. Then what is water cycle? First is important question. Water cycle is a continuous movement of water on, above and below the earth's surface. It's the path that all water follows in different stages or phases. Now we are going to learn about what are the phases of water. There are three phases of water. First is liquid, like in oceans, rivers, lake. Second is solid, like in glaciers, snow, North Pole or South Pole. Third is gas, which is present in Earth's atmosphere. Here, there are four stages of water cycle. First is evaporation, second is transpiration, third is condensation, fourth is precipitation. Now we are going to elaborate these stages or steps, we can say. First is evaporation. The cycle begins with the evaporation. When the sun heats in the ocean, river, lakes and ponds, it changes into water vapor. This vapor become lighter and rise into the atmosphere. This is the first major step of the water cycle. I'll show you in the video how water vapor is rising towards the sky. Now, second is transpiration. Not only water bodies but plants also release water vapor through tiny holes in their leaves. This process is known as transpiration. Here you can see in video how plants are releasing water vapor in the atmosphere. This is also an important process for water cycle. Now, condensation. As the water vapor rises higher, the air becomes cooler. The vapor cools down and change back into tiny droplets of the water. These droplets come together to form clouds. These change of vapor into liquid is called condensation. So, the millions of tiny condensed droplets join to form a cloud. As long as the droplets are small, cloud floats gently. When the droplets combine and grow larger, they become heavy. Here you can see how water vapor are going above the sky and forming a cloud. This process is known as condensation. Now, the fourth step is precipitation. When the water droplets in clouds become too heavy, they fall into earth as precipitation. Precipitation can occur in different form. Rain, liquid water droplets fall from cloud. Snow, frozen ice crystals falling in cold temperature. Hail, balls of ice falling during storms. Shield, frozen raindrops or ice pellets. This returns water to Earth's surface. Here is the video of precipitation. Now runoff and collection. So runoff, after falling as rain or snow, water flows over the land. This flow of water into river, lake, oceans is called runoff. It can also enter the soil and becomes groundwater. And collection is what? All the water from precipitation and runoff eventually gather in oceans, rivers, lakes ponds and groundwater. Here are two videos. The first one I'll play is groundwater recharge. The second one is how water body getting recharged. Here, here how the rain fills the water body. Beautiful. Importance of water cycle. We understand that water is extremely important because it purifies water naturally, it distributes fresh water around the earth, it supports plant and animal life, it helps in agriculture by bringing rainfall, it influences our weather and climate. So in here I provided you a picture where you can see the whole process of water cycle. Here evaporation is occurring, then it's led to condensation, means cloud formation. When the water droplets get heavier, it leads to dark cloud or then leads to the precipitation. Here also the transpiration from plants. So now conclusion. The water cycle is a continuous movement of water through evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and collection. This cycle keeps water constantly available, control weather patterns, and support all forms of life on earth. It is one of the most important natural processes that maintains balance in our environment. So plants also contribute to the water cycle, don't you think? Through transpiration, where they release water vapor into the air. This adds to the moisture in the atmosphere and support the overall cycle. In simple terms, the water cycle is a nature's way of recycling water, keeping our planet alive and functioning smoothly. Understanding this cycle helps us to appreciate the value of water and the needs to use it wisely. So, the water cycle is a very beautiful and the continuous process. Without the water cycle, life on the earth would not be possible. Okay, thank you for your attention.